Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me. So today is going to be the start of I think 3 looks with this palette. Maybe 4, I haven't decided yet because I've got another palette to use after this one, and I think there's only about a week left till I do my next Shop My Stash. But how beautiful is that? I feel like I want to use the really bright shades for kind of spring and summer. And focus more on kind of the neutrals. I might do one bright shade though. I'm being drawn to Birthday Cake for some reason. This would have been a really good one to use for my birthday, so I'll remember that next year. But yeah, that's a beautiful shade. Today though, I want to go in with Lemon. That is just screaming me, and I don't know how this is going to look because I've never done anything like this before. I want to go in with Pumpkin as a crease shade. So, apologies if you can hear the rain outside. I can't control the weather, unfortunately. Wish I could, because it's absolutely freezing. Got the heating on, so hopefully it'll be nice and toasty soon. And I've got the light on, because it's dull weather. It's not actually that late, it's 3 PM. And normally it's okay around this time. I mean, I've done lives at this time before, and it's been okay, but because it's raining and quite hard by the sounds of it. Right, I don't know where the lid is now for that. That's great, that's probably going to dry up. Oh, I'll put it back on. Goodness me. Okay, so I've got my brushes. Right, so what are we going to go in with? I think this one, I've been liking this one recently. It's not even an expensive brush. It's one from either eBay or Amazon. Probably eBay. I don't really buy much from Amazon. Just wiping any additional colour off onto the tissue. Right, so I've not played with this. I've used it once in that Flower Beauty video, and all I've used is orange cream. So I might have to blend out Pumpkin with orange cream. But let's see how pigmented it is. It looks pretty darn pigmented. Now let's just tap it on. Oh, it's not too bad. Looks can definitely be deceiving, can't they? Yeah, we definitely need to go on with a bit more of that. And I'm not taking it all the way, I don't think. Kind of diffuse it a little bit now. So if you got this palette in your collection, it took me... I wouldn't have this palette if it wasn't for Naomi, so I massively appreciate it. Discount Beauty Boutique did me dirty, but we don't really need to go into that every time I use it. It does kind of still piss me off how they kind of treated me, and they really didn't do much to help me until I posted that post on social media. I wouldn't say it got a load of views. At this moment in time, it's got over 200, so 200 people have seen it. So obviously they wanted to rectify things. They didn't ask me to make a post when I got a refund or anything like that, but I thought I'd better. I do feel like if a company is not helping you resolve a situation, I feel like social media is the only way you can go these days. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry you've not heard from us. That's really bad on our part. Well, yeah. Looks like I've put more on this side, so I might have to go in with a bit more on the right. I always do this. Yeah, definitely gonna have to go in with a bit more on the right. Right, so let's blend it out now. The smaller brush. I love this brush. They've gone up slightly since I bought it. I think I paid £3 when I bought it. I think they're now £4. But I definitely need to get a couple more of them. Yeah, we're going to go in with orange cream. Hopefully that'll blend it out a bit. I want to go in with this Spectrum brush. It's a B06, I think. And I want to go in with this Revolution Pro HD. Just for this shade here. To kind of blend it out. I mean, I could do loads of looks with this palette. I could do about 10 looks because my looks aren't exactly complicated. A 5-year-old could follow them. I think I want to deepen the outer V out a touch. What shade? Butter Pecan, this one here. I mean, if you're not seeing the shades, what I'll do is I'll take photos. This one, I don't think it's dark enough. No, it's not. We'll match the other side up and then go in with like a slightly darker brown. Because for me, that's not dark enough. It's just blending into the other shades I've used. Okay, so chocolate then. That's the deepest brown in the palette. We'll use that. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more where I wanted to go with it. Yeah, so as I was saying, do you have this palette in your collection? Let me know if you do. Let me know what you think of it, of course. I'd say this chocolate shade isn't a pure chocolate shade. I'd say it's got what I would say a hint of red in it, like cranberry. And I want to get my glitter glue just for the shimmers. I feel like these shimmers need a glitter glue. So just the usual suspect, guys. W7 Sparkle Slay. Wow, it's awful out there. Absolutely typical UK weather. You wouldn't think that we were nearly in spring, would you? Okay, that's looking good. I'm so excited to be using the shimmer. Please don't let me down. So lemon, that one there. That looks beautiful. It's like a yellow gold. Oh my gosh. Let's zoom you in because I haven't done that. Oh my gosh. These, like, that crease and this yellow is going so well. And normally I wouldn't put orange and yellow together like this. I'm getting inspiration from me, Lisa and Naomi. Speak daily on Marco Polo. And sometimes when Lisa's getting ready, she'll show us eye looks. And I'm getting inspiration from Lisa. Her eye looks rock so much. I mean, I've gone over that brown, but that's okay. You can still see it a little bit in the outer V. loving it though, absolutely loving it. Do I have an inner corner highlight or not? I don't think I do in here. No. Right, so on first impressions, that's what it's missing. Actually, we could go in with French vanilla. So if this works, we're not missing anything. There's no black in it, but I would say it's mainly a neutral pastel palette. So if you like black eyeshadow, you'd have to source your black from another palette. For some people, that palette's not going to run deep enough because it's not got really dark shades in it. The darkest is the chocolate shade that I've already used. Let me get a brush for the inner corner. The best brush for the inner corner, I think, is this one that I'm using now. It's the Morphe & Jacqueline Hill JH42. It's a really good brush for inner corner. I don't think it's the one that I'm meant to use for inner corner, but I use my brushes. Right, this is not really picking up, so I don't know. As I was saying, I use my brushes for whatever I want, not for the purpose. It's not really picking up. Oh, but it's going on like a dream. Let's go on with a bit more. Oh, that's gorgeous. Right, so this palette I can already tell just after using it the one time, because I'm not counting the other time I used it because I only use one shade. It's going to be a staple for like summer, and also for those quick neutral eye looks. Goodness me, that's gorgeous. Right, lash line. That rain is absolutely doing my head in. I'm going to try and filter most of it out, but you'll hear some. Obviously, when I'm talking, you're going to hear the rain in the background. Some of you might find it relaxing, ASMR. I think I'm going to go in with Pumpkin on the lash line. Right, and I've not taken it all the way across. I used to take it all the way across, like to where my inner corner highlight is. So again, on first impressions, the palette, to me and my tastes, it's not missing anything. You do have a few dark shades in. You've got chocolate, black cherry. I think that's it, yeah. Raspberry would be classed as a bit of a dark shade, but not. I feel like this palette is more catered towards the pastel side. That's just my opinion. This shade here, this lemon shade, is perfection. Perfection. And that French vanilla is really, really pretty as well. I just love Glamlite's older formula. The one that just has the sparkle in it. Right, we need mascara now. So, I think we're done with the palette for now anyway. Right, let's just go in with Essence Get Big Lashes. I think I'm a lover of it. I'm certainly not a lover of it when it goes on the lid. Right, I feel like I just need to blend it out a little bit. I'll use this brush again, but I'll clean it off. So I'm going to go back in with that brush. I've just wiped it off a little bit. Right, and then I'm going to go in with this Shrek gingerbread lipstick. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm going to keep it because it looks beautiful on, but I'm not too sure. Well, I know I don't like the scent of it, guys. But first of all, let's go in with this Mrs. Kisses lipstick. the Mrs. Glam one. So I'm just trying to get more use out of my lip liners. I mean, the packaging on this is absolutely cute. Gingerbreads all over it, and the lipstick, is that not me in a lipstick? But the scent, guys, the scent. I mean, what would you guys do? I love this lipstick. I love how it looks on my lips, but I can't stick the scent. It's not to the point where I'm heaving, as you can see. It's not to that point. I've had products that have been at that point before and I've just decluttered them. Would you declutter it if you didn't like the scent, or would you try and work with it because you loved the product, you loved how it looked on you? I'd love to know your comments down below. So this is the overall look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 2. Hey guys, so I'm just going to talk about how I got this look. Now the plan was to do a look today on camera, and I was going to do it like a mint green look. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I couldn't do it today because I'm so behind with commentary for Dancing on Ice, the final. So I filmed that. By the time this goes up, it would have been long filmed and been scheduled and be on the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching my commentary videos. It means so much to me, as they're not what this channel is all about. It's not going to be a commentary channel, so no worries on that. It's always going to be a predominantly makeup channel, but I do want to film more of what I absolutely love outside of makeup. So anyway, we're going to be talking about this palette again, this Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. Such a beautiful palette, guys. So again, that's what it looks like. Right, so I'm going to tell you how I created this look that I'm wearing today. It's really simple. So first of all, I went in with Butter Pecan, that one there. Then I blended that out with Pumpkin. I mean, in fairness, I think this one's brighter, but it looks fine. Then I went in with Pecan Praline, and then I went in, so that was kind of on the outside. Most of the lid, I used that. It's so beautiful. Then I went in with Salted Caramel on kind of the inside of it a little bit. And then I went in with French Vanilla on the inner corners. So let me just show you the shimmers. Right, so that's what they look like. I'm hoping you can see them. They are so pigmented. Do a little swatch. And remember, this is only one swatch. So pigmented. The lipstick that I went in with is one I've not used for a while, and I thought I'd use it because I'm not too sure if I like it. It's this Game of Thrones one. It's in the shade Cersei Lannister, and the only reason I don't like it is because of this doe foot, and I've said that ever since I first got it. It's so chunky, but it is a beautiful lipstick, and it's matte and it just stays on for a long period of time. So I feel like I will end up keeping it, but I'm kind of trying to, like, I didn't pull any Shop My Stash lipsticks out just purely because I want to test a few that are on the chopping block, and this one was on the chopping block, but I've decided to keep it and persevere with it. So yeah, that's everything for now, guys. So we're going to go in with look 3 tomorrow. So look 3, I'll just show you what I want to use. So I want to go in with mint chocolate, I think, then green tea, and I want to use birthday cake. I think I'm only going to use those. Possibly use Cookie Monster as well to blend out. So basically those 4 shades. And then I'm going to put it away for spring, summertime. Probably summer. And then we'll probably work with these purples and pinks. And then I will have used the whole palette apart from Cotton Candy, actually. I might use Cotton Candy tomorrow as well. Kind of in the inner corners. I think those two shades would go so well together. Anyway, you'll see what I create tomorrow, and that'll be look free. And then this palette will go away and we'll be using the Huda chocolate brown, and then we'll be doing 3 looks with that, and then we can shop my stash again. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow for look free. Hey guys, so we're going to do look free today, and then I'm going to put the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette away. I mean, look how beautiful it is. Just on the outer packaging alone, it's stunning. And then here it is. You know, the more I look at this, the more I want to do a purple look. But we said that I was going to do a green look, so I'm going to focus on the greens. But I'm really being drawn to purples. And I don't even like purples. Let's see. No, the green is more pigmented. So, I mean, they would probably look nice together. No, I'm going to do what I described in yesterday's video. So I'm going to use this beautiful, can't see which the right way up is. I don't know if that's the right way up, but I'm going to use this beautiful colour switch I got off Karen. I've already used it once. It just looks like that inside. I'm going to use this Smashbox brush this year's. I got it in a palette. The palette's long gone, but I've got the brush still. In the palette, let's go in with a lighter shade, which is this mint chocolate shade here. Looks pretty pigmented. Let's zoom in a little bit as well. Oh yeah, that is pigmented. I don't want to make it too much of a bold eye look, purely because I'm doing a Married at First Sight video in a minute, and I don't want those haters to come for me. Because what I have noticed is the Married at First Sight videos are, obviously, they're reaching a wider audience than the makeup videos are, because it's a different genre, it's entertainment. That's a really pretty shade though, isn't it? And obviously it's attracting new people to the channel. I mean, I haven't noticed that I'm getting that many more new subscribers, if I'm being honest, but I'm definitely getting more watch hours. I was saying to my friend Desi from Desi in a Days that on the commentary there is definitely more watch hours coming through than on my normal videos, so I am appreciative of that. That's blended out so nicely. So I'm kind of just tapping it on there to begin with and then blending it out. This is the lightest mint green in the palette, so I think I'm going to blend it out with that shade. I think I'm going to blend it out with the shade Cookie Monster, which is a really, really light powder blue. It's almost like a periwinkle shade. Just using these shades in this palette and making me want to bust out all my pastel palettes, but I don't feel like it's quite the right time yet. Maybe not the Shop My Stash coming, because I want to do chopping black palettes in that one. Maybe the one after it. So maybe in about a month I'll do that. My problem is, and it's not really a problem, I've just got too much of everything. Right, so I'm going to swap brushes now, and let's put that through the colour switch just in case. This one is the Morphe & Jaclyn Hill JH40. So now I'm going to go with this really, really pale blue. I have noticed there's quite a bit of kick up, but look how beautiful that blue looks. I know someone who's going to be extremely happy that I'm using blue. Naomi. Naomi, this blue's for you, hon. Oh, that's blended out really nicely. Right, and then I need to go in with this Revolution Pro HD palette just for the shade here to use on the brow bone. And I'm going to go in with this brush to do that. Okay, let's try and go in with a deeper shade now then. I've just put that through the colour switch again and I'm going to go in with the same brush. We're going to go in with Green Tea. Just slightly darker. And we'll probably use that on the lash line, although I have got a coloured eyeliner which might look nice. I mean, you can't really tell the difference if I'm being honest. So we're just going to build that colour up. Yeah, that's nice. And then I think I want to go in with Cotton Candy in the inner corners. This lovely light blue shade, and then a Birthday Cake kind of on the outside. So let's try this. I'm going to use this brush. This is just a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name on it or anything like that. It's not part of a collection. I think it's from... I think I got 3 different Morphe brushes. I don't know where the other 2 are. And it was from an Eye Essential collection. That's all I can remember about it. So let's go in with... Actually, we need glitter glue. I keep forgetting for these shimmers from the Glamlite palette, you do need a glitter glue. Otherwise, you're just not going to get the pigmentation. Okay. Right, so let's go on with that very light blue Cotton Candy shade. It's picking up quite well. Oh my gosh. That is so blue. I think this is going to take on a blue kind of effect. And I've not meant it to at all. Because it's looking quite blue in the crease as well, because I used that Cookie Monster shade. Don't forget to let me know, guys, if you've got this palette. I was actually wanting the Michell one as well, but I do feel like that palette is a lot better than the Michell one. Do you know the first one she brought out? I wanted that. And if I saw it in TK Maxx, I'd definitely buy it. But I don't feel like I need it. I feel like this has got all the pastels I need. I definitely don't want to get Michell Part 2 because I got the smaller one and I don't much care for it, which sticks in my throat because I do love the Glamlite formula. Right, then we're going to go in with the green. I'll show you that again. birthday cake. I don't know how this is going to look now because it's taken a completely different direction to where I was going with it. Does that ever happen to you guys? You've got an idea for an eye look and it kind of goes way out of left field. But I think a very light blue and a light green goes, doesn't it? Well, I'm hoping it does. It's looking pretty. I sound shocked, don't I, about how pretty it's looking. I actually think it's between look 1 and look 3, which is my favourite look now, because I mean I did like look 2 as well, but this look is kind of, oh, I really like it, guys. I'm going to leave it there for now, but I'll probably put some on with my fingers towards the end of the video because I know that I'm just going to get mascara on the lids. But I actually really like the way that's looking. The only thing I'm going to have to do with this is not wear a red lip. I'm going to have to kind of make it really muted and wear a nude of some description. And I don't know which one to wear. So let's get an eyeliner. I want to get one of my Made by Michell ones, so let me see what I have. Right, let's get all of the Made by Michell ones out I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure I had 6. Maybe not. Maybe I've just got the 5. Right, so they're the 5 I've got. And I'm just going to have to use this one, I think. So this one is Wonderful World. And they're the All Smudge No Budge, and they really don't budge when they're on. So let's go in with it. And I've not really used this one. You can see I've not used it. So let's see what it looks like. I don't have a green one, do I? No. Just use this then. Do you know that viral George Ezra song? It's playing on my mind because I'm using a blue liner and I've got kind of green and blue eyeshadow on. I wish I had a mint green. I mean I do, but I'm just going to continue with this. I do have a mint green one, but it's kind of a shadow stick. It's from Elf and that would just get everywhere, so I'm not going to use that. This shade is in the shade Mint For You. I could have used that as a base for the mint green. I mean, come on guys, it's pigmented enough, isn't it? Right, so these are worth the money. These retail for £12 each and I paid, I want to say between £10 and £12 for 5. No, for 4. I already had one. One came in a mystery box, which was this one in the shade Legendary. That one's more of a orange, I would say. No, a red. That one's more of a red, I would say, an orange red. They're very soft eyeliners. Oh, it's so pretty. Part of me wants to keep this palette out and do a purple look tomorrow because I've got a purple eyeliner. This one Made by Michell as well, and this one is in the shade La La Land. I think I've used this a few times. Yeah, I've used this one a few times and I think I've sharpened that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely sharpened it. So I have used that. But when I've run out of them, I'll try and get that same deal again on the TikTok shop because it's an amazing deal. Right, let's put some mascara on now. I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta Major Volume. I need to do the inner corner as well. I'll probably use French Vanilla, which is what I've used all week. Yeah, loads of mascaras going on the lid there. And it does that with every single mascara I use. I mean, I can't imagine that I'm applying mascara wrong. Can you apply it wrong? Right, I've been a bit more careful with the left eye, so there's not as much on there. And then I will go in with Essence Get Big Lashes. I don't even know what lipstick to wear, guys. What's going to look good with this kind of look? Right, now mascara has gone onto the left eye a lot more. But I do find with Essence, no matter what Essence mascara I use, it does happen. So, oh yeah, we're going in with an inner corner highlight. I don't need to wipe this brush off because I've been using French Vanilla all week on this brush. So I'm just going to go on with that. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a white silver shade. Perfect for inner corner. I actually don't think I'd use that shade for anything but inner corner. Maybe it would be a good topper over a matte eyeshadow, but that's the only way I'd use it. Shall we try it? Let's try it over Raspberry, this bright pink one here, because that's not a typical shade I would use, it's too bright. And then